Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on my Black Panther painting and discussing the character from the comics, the movie, and Afrofuturism. Black Panther was originally created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby of Marvel Comics in 1966. His first appearance was in Fantastic Four number 52. A lot of people are saying that Black Panther the movie is the first black superhero movie that Marvel has ever created, which is not really true technically. It is the first black superhero movie in the new MCU, but one of the first black superhero movies was Blade, which came out in the 90s. However, Black Panther is the first black superhero ever created by Marvel Comics. It is the first mainstream, and when I say mainstream, it is for everyone. Blade was not for everyone. Blade was rated R. It was quite sexy and quite violent and not really for your everyday, everybody audience. In honor of the movie, I decided to make this more of a portrait of T'Challa rather than T'Challa in the Black Panther costume. I wanted to flank him with shards and crystals of vibranium, or what I thought vibranium looked like. I hadn't seen the movie before I created this. And the heart-shaped herb, and in the lower right corner I wanted to put the panther suit kind of as a symbolic mask, because the story is really about T'Challa and his family and his people and his enemies. It's more about that than it is about him actually wearing the costume and wearing the mask. He is the hero in the story rather than the Black Panther. The Black Panther is just a mantle that is passed down. But the person that is in the story, and the people, not just T'Challa, the people are more important than the actual masked character. I've also heard some things about the movie. Some of the people that, they have natural critiques. Not everybody's going to absolutely positively love it and go bonkers over it. And one of the things I heard was that T'Challa was too perfect of a character, that he needed to have some flaws. And this just brings to mind how he was flawed in Civil War, because he was a man consumed by vengeance. He had just lost his father, spoiler alert, and he was out to get the person who he thought was his father's killer. But he overcame, the most important thing about that storyline, his storyline in Civil War, was that he overcame that particular demon. And ultimately, he is a good king and a good man. I took the background of the sky from the trailers that I saw. I actually started painting this before I saw the movie. And I really fell in love with how the world that they call, in the comics, they call the Jalia, is illustrated in real life. Like on film, it's this beautiful, ethereal looking purple and blue sky with stars and aurora borealis, and the panthers come to greet T'Challa, and he's just talking to them, and it's quite magical. I also used purple in part of T'Challa's portrait because the purple is kind of representing the energy that flows through everything in Wakanda. The sky and the Djalia is purple, and the heart-shaped herb is purple. The color purple is also considered royalty. It's a royal color. So to use that in his portrait was important. And his clothes, his skin tone has elements of purple, and his clothes have elements of purple. Even his hair has a little purple in it. Just to show that this color is not only part of the composition, but it is also part of the story, the narrative that goes along with the painting. Afrofuturism. Definition: a movement in literature, music, and art featuring futuristic or science fiction themes which incorporate elements of Black history and culture. You see a lot of the Afrofuturism concept play out in the design of Black Panther. The city itself, the cityscape, and then the actual city streets with the tram cars, and you even see it in the people. The people look a little bit more futuristic, their hair, their clothes. They look a little bit more advanced than other people in the world in that universe. And I really like how that plays into the movie, because without that concept, Wakanda would be kind of like more of an alien looking city. It's still on the planet. It still has elements of African culture, and it's very strong, but it's on such an advanced level. Wakanda in the movie is so advanced, and in the comics, Wakanda is so advanced that it displays it in every aspect of their culture, but it does not lose the original elements of African culture, which I think is superbly done in the movie. I really enjoyed creating this painting. I love the colors, and I used some elements that I actually read about in the comics, especially with the heart-shaped herb. I used an image that I saw another artist's rendering, and I kind of embellished upon it. It's very different from what is seen in the movie and what the heart-shaped herb looks like in the movies, but I really liked what I saw in the comic, so I wanted to kind of emulate that, kind of flank him with this herb to say that it is part of his superheroism and part of his culture and part of, what makes Wakanda great, in that vibranium feeds this herb, and from there vibranium feeds the people, because the people partake in the heart-shaped herb. It makes them strong, so they're relying on vibranium to create this world and have this person, this king, who is also a superhero, who's amazing. And I thought that it would be cool to kind of take the elements of the colors of the vibranium and incorporate them into the leaves of the herb. I also have another video coming up soon that will explore more of Afrofuturism with the Royal Guard of King T'Challa, the Dora Milaje. That video is coming up soon, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more from me, just click that subscribe button. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great day or night.